First up, the story everyone is talking about today. The feds raided homes in Los Angeles and Miami that belong to rap mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs. And tonight we hear those raids are linked to possible sex trafficking. A criminal defense attorney will share his perspective in a moment. But first, here's the latest on the situation unfolding on two coasts.
I was shocked. I was taken back. I was really shocked. I mean, I never even expected this to happen. More people coming out. Who's this guy? Yeah, they're all kind of dressed
Definitely
alike.
shocking and hectic out here in Holmby Hills at one of Sean Diddy Combs' homes.
Listen here. This man having an R. Kelly moment. He about to be locked up. I'm just saying.
It's a lot.
It ain't my business, but whatever he did, it looked like it's coming back tenfold. Because
I think we all kind of knew that, you know.
It was gonna be spicy.
No, like we all knew Diddy liked boys. Did we not 30 years ago? Like, did we not?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly.
But did we not hear it growing up? Just like the R. Kelly videos, we saw them shits.
And he was allegedly into proven guilty, so you know, I don't
No
know.
different than Michael.
Yeah.
We talk about Michael. I was always told I was never going to Neverland. I didn't have blonde hair, blue eyes.
You know what's crazy? This is a man that's in society looked as you know, this big powerful money machine.
But he is though. He is a money machine.
I know they raided him. They just raided a big tail house in L.A.
They raided a mega mansion. We'll just say that.
And the lot ain't that big.
That's what that was. It was a mega mansion.
Man.
They were first on scene as it all unfolded. We came right in the middle of the convoy of about 40 undercover law enforcement vehicles before they even put up the crime scene tape. The Department of Homeland Security making a big bust, officers say, in connection to a sex trafficking investigation. While it was all happening, investigators were also raiding his home in Miami. Homeland Security has not yet released details or named Diddy as the focus of the investigation. But 20-year-old Ryan Mendelsohn, he's lived nearby his whole life, and he often visits his best friend just a few doors down.
Yeah, you know once a week. Girls waiting outside. I drive by a lot, and I see that a lot of girls, maybe 5 or 6 girls outside. Some leaving, some not, some going in, black Suburbans. Never know. I never thought anything of it, but now this is crazy.
As we broke word on scene and from Skyfox, Mapleton Drive near Sunset and Beverly Glen became a madhouse. And as more Bearcats and undercover cops pulled in, so did the swarms of onlookers, even a celebrity tour bus.
I have to keep our minds open to what's going on here.
This is from Brooklyn, though. Leave Puffy
alone,
man.
Tour bus? There are a lot of questions tonight, including Diddy's whereabouts. TMZ is reporting he was seen at a high-end executive airport in Miami pacing while the raids were going on. Today, I spoke with criminal defense attorney Bayoji Akingbola of the Akingbola law firm to gain more perspective on this situation.
Oh no. Diddy, that didn't caught you off guard, boy.
I guess you wonder what's gonna happen next, Diddy. I know.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? That man got kids. He shouldn't never did what he did. I mean, he don't look like he's trying to run.
He don't look like he's trying to run.
I mean, he could have gotten that little cruise.
No, but the main thing is his family's having to go through all this.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
You know, his kids, his wife. He ain't even married, right? So his kids and mostly his kids. I saw his boys out there arrested. His kids and staff. But imagine if he wasn't married, his wife would be out there.
Broken heart.
Imagine his mom was there.
Hold on. You know what's about to happen?
What?
It's about to be some tell-alls coming out.
They're already coming out.
No, for some old school folks, for some old school singers and rappers. I'm telling you, they about to start coming up out their little dugouts.
I know Puppy is smart enough, and he probably done already cleaned this out. But sexual predators, what do they do? And we'd be like, damn, why? They treat their sex tapes like, y'all remember that song, Me and My Girlfriend, and Pac did? What he was talking about? What was Pac talking about, y'all? Y'all really know what he's talking about? For those of y'all know what he's talking about, he's talking about a gun, but sexual predators is what hold on to their tapes. The cops know that. So I wouldn't be surprised if some storages or some Puffy properties be getting raided real soon. us. They need to get to those tapes. They get one of those tapes. But then with those little people that have been making the accusations. Woo! Man. Done. But Puffy the type here, he'll blow his brains out. Yeah.
I hope not.
Woo!
I hope not. But yeah, that was back in December. Lord. Are y'all ready for this? Like the unveiling? They already took R. Kelly.
Listen here,
I didn't know who Epstein was, so it's like he could have, what he had going, they could shake, but they took Kelly.
They couldn't shake that shit. He was.
They talked about Tory. They talked about Usher.
No. Epstein.
No, not Tory. It was on Trey.
Was a toxic, dangerous person taking kids out their homes and selling them. Epstein. Yeah, he was worse probably than.
Oh, for sure. I didn't know who he was.
Anybody with money like that.
But that's why I said I didn't know who he was. You didn't listen to what I said. I did not know who he was. Oh, they could take him.
Oh, like they can clank.
I know what he did.
Okay.
I didn't know who he was. But Kels is pulling outside McDonald's.
Trapped in the closet.
He was pulling up. Homie just said they better toss the stuff. What do y'all think? They need to toss it. What
is up with that? That man predicted that last year. He knew something was getting ready to pop off. Something was getting to be buttery.
Prediction after prediction. We got another one.
Takedown of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. His mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he's going to be unable to speak for some reason. I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore. It's because of his mentors. And they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old-time, old-style Motown. He's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff.
Listen here. I told you.
You told me what?
That man dangerous.
You told me
These folks predicted this a year. What was this? Was this a year ago like that man?
Oh, I don't know how long ago her was. She was doing some predictions too.
She talked about sewing up his masses. Yeah, this is just a whole ball of who did it and what for. Like,
who did it and what for?
If you a billionaire, why you over here trying to
play
pokey doke?
It happens.
I don't know if that's real. But I'm just saying, why?
He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb, and I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame. March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done. There are younger musicians that are going to come out against him and talk about what he did. The bodies that are buried, okay? So the bodies that are buried, they're going to talk about it. There are men in other countries who are going to speak about it. There is political connections to.
Oh, he done tossed the cookies everywhere around the globe, y'all.
You
baby. He done tossed them biscuits, cookies, and everything everywhere. He done had a little bit of this, a little bit. Now, if that man has ever been down here, I want to know. If somebody got the cheese, mate, let me know. Because you know what? People hide out in the most unlikely places for themselves.
Unlikely.
Obviously, this is a crazy case. We have Homeland Security raiding multiple homes of P. Diddy at the same time. What does that tell us?
Well, for one, in order for Homeland Security to even be able to enter into someone's home, that means that there was a federal court judge who signed off on a search warrant to search for the home, which means at the very least there's probable cause to indicate there's some reason to believe that there's an evidence of a federal crime inside those 2 households.
And I know they've hit Miami, Los Angeles, and we saw some of his sons in handcuffs. That doesn't necessarily mean they're being arrested, though, right?
Yes, absolutely not. It could be some form of detainment, especially when you're involving law enforcement officers entering into the household. That's a lot of unknown variables. They want to make sure that they're safe. So if there's people that happen to be inside the home, you want to make sure that they're detained and secured so the officers can do their job freely without any concern or anything happening while they're conducting their search.
And of course, we haven't heard or seen Diddy at all in any of these raids.
Well, we haven't heard or seen Diddy in these raids, but I think it's important to look at the history of how we got here. There have been several civil lawsuits detailing accusations of human trafficking, the use of illicit drugs, non-consensual sex with those sex workers. And it appears that it seems as though federal law enforcement officers have been paying attention to those lawsuits and want to do some poking around to see if there's any evidence that these accusations actually give rise to federal crimes.
And of course...
Dang, so it sounds like that's where we are, y'all. Diddy? Hopefully not on the run. They said he landed, no jumper made a post talking about He landed not
When
too
you
far
look
away
at
from
civil
what?
lawsuits, you think it's
Is that
civil,
Buddha?
but
Yeah,
federal
something like that.
investigators or
Yeah, the
law
Virgin
enforcement
Islands.
simply can't ignore, these major allegations of sex rings and drug trafficking. So they had to take some action.
Absolutely, and we're seeing this trend where civil lawsuits are giving rise to criminal investigations. We've seen that with Jeffrey Epstein, we've seen that with Harvey Weinstein, we've seen that with R. Kelly, where there's smoke, sometimes law enforcement officers believe there's fire, and based upon some of the empirical evidence, sometimes that happens to be true. So it appears that, this is a very well-known person. He's well-known in Hollywood, so this is going to be a big case for federal law enforcement officers.
Now,
That most definitely is gonna be a huge case. So if we go over here to Poetic Flacco's page, listen, come over to Flacco. Listen, we got it right here. He posted about the jet landing in Barbuda. Was that Codrington?
Look, I don't know.
My dyslexic ass.
It's a BBQ.
It's not BBQ. For Meek Mill's sake, I hope Diddy got rid of those photos and tapes. Whoa. What's that supposed to mean?
Don't be putting out accusations.
What's that supposed to mean? Hold on. What's Meek got to do with anything? Hold on. That's all I want to know. What Meek got to do with it?
Listen here. Not the court.
Yeah, the coordination. Landed over here. You think they kept him, or you think they allowed him to keep going?
I don't think that.
You think he got enough bread for him to keep him pushing?
If that was the case, they wouldn't have made him land.
Nah, there he is landing. This plane is most definitely landing.
This is about to be spicy.
Oh, it's a dangerous sight to see, y'all.
Oh, come on. We got to finish hearing what the lawyer's saying.
we got here, it began with Cassie Ventura, the ex-girlfriend, right?
Yes.
What happened in that case when she filed a civil lawsuit, not criminal?
So she filed a civil lawsuit detailing that she was sometimes forced to have sex with sex workers while being drugged. And as soon as that lawsuit came out, they quickly settled. That's not an admission of guilt, but certainly there was reason to settle. After that happened, there was a string of other lawsuits that came out. At least 3 other women also made similar accusations of having sex with sex workers, being drugged. And that led to the most bombshell case, which was actually by a former producer on Diddy's album, the Love album. His name was Rodney Jones. And he not only made those accusations, but he also had his form of receipts. Now, we don't necessarily know if those receipts are accurate. They haven't been proven in court. But he provided pictures in his lawsuit detailing that P. Diddy and his children, his sons, were having sex parties with underage sex workers, that oftentimes people were drugged, that he himself was drugged and woke up in the bed of sex workers and Diddy, detailing that P. Diddy usually would record these incidents, which is another reason why law enforcement officers may be interested in looking into these homes. Sexual assault cases can be very difficult to prove. Human trafficking cases can be difficult to prove. And the way law enforcement officers typically try to prove those cases is by looking into cell phone data, video footage. In the lawsuit, which is a 75-page lawsuit, Mr. Jones detailed that P. Diddy often would record these acts on his own cell phone, as well as hidden cameras throughout the house.
So do we think an arrest is anytime close or soon? Or are they just gathering evidence at this point?
At this point, it's too soon to speculate as to whether or not anyone will be arrested. This seems to be an investigatory measure. If there is enough evidence in those homes, then certainly we could expect an arrest sometime down the road.
Listen here, that's an unsighting sight scene. Man, it's all bad for Diddy. Prayers go to him and his family. Hopefully he didn't actually hurt nobody.
Prayers to him.
But
Jesus, take
I'm
the
just saying,
wheel.
hopefully he didn't actually
Prayers
hurt nobody.
to the victims.
Prayers
you know
to the victims.
what?
I hope there ain't no victims, but if there are victims, prayers to them too.
There are victims if they photo.
And then if there's victims, the prayers shift. It's not double prayer. You know. Right now we're praying.
He shouldn't have been playing pokey doke.
But
Nobody
if that
told
is
him
true,
to do it.
we shifting prayers over to the survivors.
Look, if he did it, the raft is coming.
Oh Lord,
Okay.
I hope he didn't. I hope he didn't, man. And
They-
just,
don't nobody
I'm thinking about
don't
his
nobody
boys
just
having to
watch
be
you like
arrested,
that. Yeah,
having to deal with that shit. And
If
they question, where's your dad?
if somebody approaches you and they got their receipts, and more than one person and got their receipts, baby, it ain't no way you can't say I wasn't there.
They should have been doing.
That wasn't me. That was my stunt double.
Why they even stay around?
Exactly. Ain't
Why
no
stay
money.
around?
Ain't no money gonna make me do no.
Why stay
like
around?
that. I'm sorry.
I don't know, y'all. Y'all give us y'all opinion
Let
down
us know
below.
in the comments. Y'all share this with your family members, your mama, your daddy, your grandpa. We need to know everybody's opinion on this because it is crazy. I would not have expected this.
And do you think he paid? Do you think he tried to pay him off where he landed?
Hell yeah.
You think he most definitely tried to pay him off? Did you think he actually thought he was gonna get away? Like,
hey, I bet you he was at Freaknik being a freak.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. The feds seen him hop on the plane, and they're like, "Oh shit, he moving." Judge, we need an order.
Yeah.
Get that shit expedited. So they went through the thing, so they can say his ass is on the run.
Yep. He on the run, Judge. Well, he tried to get him. Yeah, nah, he's probably.
I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but you know.
Oh wait, or was he going to his Stink Nasty Island? Does he have a stink nasty? Let me know in the comments. I need the cheese, Mike. Don't tell nobody, but give me the cheese, Mike. I need to know.
You are bad. You are bad.
Anyway, have a
Till
good
next
night.
time. I'm holler
Bye.
at y'all.
Love you, bitch.